Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. Today we're looking at multiplayer DCS world servers. We're going to look at the 4 servers that Grim Reapers offer and other ones that we recommend, not because they're necessarily better than ones that I don't recommend, but they're just ones that we play on a lot. They work, they're reliable, and so on. So we're going to go to multiplayer. We're going to leave it a minute while it repopulates everything here. It can take a while. There are hundreds. When I started DCS, there were about 50 servers available. Now there are, if you can see a number anywhere, there, 404 servers at once. So it shows how popular this is getting, especially on multiplayer, which is good. We want as much investment in multiplayer as possible. Now there are 4 Grim Reapers public servers available to you now, and we will look at them at the end of the video because it's just going to work better. So first of all, ones that we recommend that work well and whatnot, and bearing in mind that different servers will work differently in terms of performance where you are in the world. So I'm in Western Europe. If you're in Australia or something, then this will not be as relevant to you because it is geographical dependent. We're going to type in growling. I really like growling Sidewinder servers. So there are 3 main growling Sidewinder servers, him, and him. And this one just seems to be on occasionally is training. I don't know about the training, so I'm just going to look at these 3 here. So these are hardcore person versus person, no punches held, full-on servers. This is the type of server you go on when you know what you're doing and you know how to stick up for yourself in a fight. So we've got first here, open conflict, PvP, 1980s Fox 1. What that means is pretty much all of the aircraft are available, but we are restricted in weaponry in that we have no Fox 3s, we have no R77, we have no AIM 120, and probably have no Phoenix either. I haven't double checked that. So if you like the modern aircraft but you don't like the modern weapons, there's a lot of people don't, then that's the mission for you. Next is probably the most hardcore one, open conflict PvP Caucasus. This is all aircraft available, all weapons available. Like all of them, it's simple, red versus blue. Reds are one side of the Caucasus, blues are the other side of the Caucasus. It's just a massive rumble with SAMs involved as well. I think there are submissions and ground attack missions. No one ever seems to do them. It's just, if you want to fight, this is pretty much where you go. And yeah, like I said, all weapons are available here. Very popular. It's probably the strongest server I've seen around. It can hold up to about 70 people. We've tried getting up to 70 and it starts crashing in the low 70s. So at kind of low 70s, people start getting kicked and stuff like that. But it's a good, strong server as long as everyone's not in the same place at once, which doesn't happen. Everyone's spread over the map. So generally, it works pretty well. Same as this. We've never had any problems with this. This one's a weaker server in terms of hardware. We've found it handles up to about 30 in reality. Over that, again, people start shaking about and disappearing and stuff like that. This is PvP again, so full-on PvP, red versus blue geographically, and it's Cold War. Cold War, generically in DCS, doesn't mean what the real Cold War is. It means old 3rd-gen aircraft. It means MiG-21s, it means F-5s, it means Vigans. So nothing with an air-to-air modern attack radar, modern long-range missiles or anything like that. It's all short-range stuff. That's what Cold War means in DCS. So that's that. So we've got a training server here. I've never been on it, and so I can't recommend it personally, but so I don't know what it is. None of them have passwords. They're all free to enter to anyone. That's it. Go in there, have fun. Don't mess around, don't team kill, stuff like that. If you do, you'll get kicked out automatically and banned anyway. So as well as that, if you click on one of them, you can see exactly what is unengaged. So what is available to fly, F5, F18, Mirage 2000 on blue side, and here are the planes here on the red side. Server information down here, rules, AWACS frequencies, stuff like that. And here are the mission options, how everything's set up. The next one that we go to is Alpenwolf's Cold War. This one here, recommend this one. We rarely have problems with it. He has a variety of missions, but it's all, again, what Cold War means in DCS. You know, Vigan, C-101, F5, F-86, some helicopters, the MiGs 15, 19 and 21. Good, solid server. A little bit annoying because you can't have external views, which is, it's annoying for multiplayer, put it that way, and it's annoying if you're trying to make videos, but it's a good, solid server and people really enjoy it. In terms of hardware, seems average. We've got up to about 40 people in there at one point, and it starts crashing about 40. People start getting kicked about 40, we found, on average. But it's very rarely populated that much anyway. It's just not that popular. Again, no password, and we do have integrity check. All of these ones that I recommend will have integrity check to make sure you've got no cheats and stuff like that installed. If you try and join one of these and it says that you've got an tainted client, it usually means you've installed something that it considers to be a non-pure client, and you will not pass the integrity check, like if you install certain modifications and stuff like that. Generally speaking, I say stick away from all modifications, apart from ones that you know will beat the integrity check. For instance, an A4 Skyhawk, MB339, things like that do comply to integrity check. Okay. Next one we recommend. I personally don't go on it, but Buddy Spike here is very popular. One in the Persian Gulf, one in the Caucasus. Again, hardcore PvP, a mixture of air attack, and you've also got some ground, possibly even combined arms in there, and a helicopter as well. And what you usually find in these, the Buddy Spikes, is that you have at least one player who's playing as a kind of AWACS, kind of ground, kind of tactical commander type role. And so you have SRS frequencies that you can go on to talk to them. You see SRS is there, and you'll have an AWACS or a tactical commander that can talk you through exactly what you need to do. And they're usually pretty popular. I've personally, the reason I've never gone on to them, personally living in England, I've had all sorts of problems with reliability in that I get kicked out a lot, aeroplanes seem to appear and disappear. Again, it may just be because where I am, my service provider, my location, that might be just a problem for me. Very few other people have had a problem with that. The only other one I kind of grew up with is the 104. Here, personally, I don't go on it anymore because for some reason it just crashes my machine when I go on it nowadays. Don't know why it is. Never found a solution. But generally speaking, it's pretty popular, and it is, assuming it's the same as it was, it's just hardcore PvP again. So those are the servers that I recommend. That's nothing against the ones that I haven't recommended. It's just these are the ones that I go on. It covers everything that I need. Next, we'll get on to the Grim Reapers and how you can join them. These are a little bit different. We've got 4 full-time servers up now. I think we'll probably be getting a 5th soon. Grim Reapers Playground. Why don't we start here? Grim Reapers Stoneburner. That is Auntie's server. It's up full time. It's on the Caucasus. Although it doesn't say it anywhere, I suppose I should have a word. It should say Stoneburner is a newbie training server. So whereas you look at all those other servers we've looked at so far, they're hardcore full-time PvP missions. Go on them if you know how to do, proper fighting. All of the Grim Reaper servers are not for that. We kind of work at the lower end of player, trying to help the lower end of people into DCS, where they've got a safe place to come in and learn. And then once you've learnt your aircraft properly and you can fight competitively, then you're going to want to go onto your grounding sidewinders and your 104th and whatnot. So Stoneburner is where you start. It's the ultimate training area. And you've got pretty much all of the aircraft there that you can go and use. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that, and you've got, of course, details down here, Auntie rules, stuff like that, and you've got the options there. Now, you'll notice that ours are all password protected, so if you click on them to join them, you can't join them because you need a password. There's a good reason for that. Now, they're not private, despite the fact that they've got there. They are all public for everyone to use, and we encourage everyone to come in and use them. The reason we put a password is unlike the other ones that we've looked at today, they're not just kind of come in and join and shoot stuff. We really want to kind of bring you into the community, and it all goes down to the idea that we're trying to teach people from the ground up. It's just what Grim Reapers do. We're not the top, we're not the best of the best, you all know that. We're more here to kind of help the lower end get into DCS is what we do. And because of that, we have passwords so that you have to come in, you have to talk to us, not necessarily with your voice, but with chat, and get involved in the community. And that's what we want, really. We want you to be a community member, and we can help you that way. So, ultimate training beginning. Playground is somewhere between training and the kind of hardcore PvP. It's PvE, it means we're fighting against AI bad guys, so we're all on one side. The bad guys are all driven by the computer, and it's big, long campaign missions that last for 6 hours. You come on, you work together, you work as a team, and you learn your planes that way. So it's not hardcore, it's kind of medium difficulty team working. 2 new ones. We have RC1 and RC2. These are Ripcord, so that's JD's, that's Auntie's, and you've got all Patreon and stuff there if you want to support them. Ripcord 1, Ripcord 2. Ripcord 1 is Cold War. I've already talked about what Cold War means, and it includes the MB339. This is PvP. I need to get him to change it so that it says PvP on it, but this will be person versus person. And the second one here is PvE, so it's against computer bad guys, and it's Warbirds only. So as you can see there, it's Warbirds. We'll start using that again for our Warbirds. All of these, as I said, are public and open for you to use anytime. Now I'm going to quit DCS and show you how to get the passwords to join in. To join in, you need to join our Discord. We want to get you part of the community. We also want to make sure you're a human and not a bot that's just coming in to destroy our server, as we've had problems before. So if you just go to Grim Reapers, any of the videos, ideally the newer the better. So that one there, Gazelle something.
So
Quiet. If you go to the video description of any of our latest videos, you'll see, if you can see it, Discord there. You've got the Discord adult team and the Discord junior team. So if you are looking for passwords, join the adult one. Even if you're a kid, you're allowed to join it for these reasons. You just can't really fly with us in missions and stuff like that for, obvious reasons. So just get in the passwords, join the adult one here, okay? And go through the stages. So next I'm going to load up Discord. So Discord works like this. You've got a main kind of chat area here, you've got members here, and you've got the different rooms here, and there are hundreds and hundreds of different rooms in our Discord server. If you first join, you'll just get access to this one here, welcome, and these guys here. So you will go to welcome. You just read through the rules, and we've done this to make sure you do read them, because we can't have people coming in here and being rude. It wouldn't work that way. To ensure that you are a real life human and can join the community, 18. If you have read these rules, please go to #bot commands, which is that one there, and type in !rank followers. This will give you a rank to prove that you're a human and allow you to view all the rest of the Discord. It's very important. It's the biggest stumbling block, and some people just can't work out how to do it. That's all you've got to do. So once you've done that, what it asks there, you will then get to see all of these different chat rooms here that we can see. Now, it can get a little bit confusing because there are so many. So what we're going to do, if you're a public member, a non-full-time member, just a normal public member joining in, you will get public lobby here, and you will get public voice here. So we're going to go to public lobby text. Okay, now I'm in here, I can talk to people and whatnot, but what I want is the passwords for the server. I'm going to type !server, just as a reminder. Server info can be found in #training server info, that's Auntie server, or #playground server info, and Ripcord is one as well. Need to add that adding there. So we've got to go and find these hashtag areas now. I know it seems long-winded, but once you've done it, it's a piece of pie. So again, under DCS public lobby, we've got here Playground server info, click on it. Everything you need to know about the Playground server, JD's one, your passwords, you got IPs, stuff like that. Then if you want Auntie's one, training server info, stuff, passwords, stuff like that. Then if you want to go to RC's, where is it? RC server info, there's RC's IPs, passwords, SRSs, everything you could need to know to get in. So that's how you get the passwords to get into the servers. They won't change very regularly, a couple of times a year, maybe something like that, just to make sure. As well as that, we want you to come and talk to us. So now you're here, you might as well come and talk to us. So we've got public voice here, GR training server public voice. Click on that and you'll get entered, and you can come and talk to these guys. That will help you learn your planes and stuff like that. So many people, I mean, just doing this video, all these things have just popped up here. I get maybe 50 messages a day. Can you help me do this? Can you help me learn that? Can you help me do this? I have to say no, I can't. Obviously, I can't help 50 of you a day. Now it's getting stupid. Come and join in here. There's always people in here to help you out. If it's empty, join in. Other people will pile in and join in. You've got the Auntie's training server voice here, JD's playground voice there, public RC1's public voice there, RC2's public voice there. So if you're going to go in a server, you don't have to go on voice, but you are always welcome to come and go on voice. Okay, and that's it. So I've showed the servers that I recommend from my experience. I've showed you the 4 GR servers, what they're there for, how you can get into them, and how you can join in and just talk to people and learn that way. That's all I want to show. I hope that helps, and see you later.